what is your divine design or your source design? Because all of us have an essence that is a bigness, a greatness, a glory. But we are so accustomed to just follow what the society and the systems are telling us, the moral codes. But when we align to the divine design, then our life go in super flow. Everything is easy. It's kind of living the feminine life. And feminine, it doesn't mean that it's only woman. Men also need to integrate their feminine aspect. As a woman, I have to integrate my masculine and feminine energy and divine aspect. And divine design is also called Dharma in some tradition. And it also depends how are we interpreted the words. But it all refers to the essence of us, that we have an innate inner guiding system. We have a bigness that we want to emanate out to the world. And in 2013, my life collapsed. And then I started to attune to my divine design. When we are attuned to our divine design, our life is like the Ubuntu philosophy. We know that we are co-creating with all other people. We are kind of God creators when we live from our divine design. And if you have understand the 5 paradigm of reality, where are we living from? Are we living from a big, expanded perspective? Or are we living just with this body, trying to create the world only from our ego consciousness? So the divine design, it is free living. A lot of people say that I want to be free. You will never be free until you align yourself with your divine design, with your essence. Because as long as you are in the first, second and third paradigm and you are kind of governed by the matrix, the society matrix, you are not free, because your subconscious and your soul conscious have stories, have pattern that will limit you from your divine design. So when you live with your divine design, you are operating from the paradigm of 4 and 5, and you know that you are the creator of your own life. Because every time you define something, you are creating it. So everything we manifest is defined into boxes, but our creatorship and what we can create is beyond time and space, and we can create and merge future, past and present. Being a shapeshifter, that is what I do. I merge time and living with my divine design. And for a lot of years I have to balance out my soul consciousness. And when I say soul consciousness, it's like my soul had a lot of different experiences from living on Earth and living on other planets. And I had some wounding, and I had to go through the wounding to balance out my life, to really be in alignment with all I am. And I have learned a lot from the customer and everything you meet. So we know when we are living our divine design, we also know that all life is a projection. We project our essence into this life. It is our super consciousness or supreme consciousness that actually is the free will, kind of. So it projects itself into the soul consciousness, which is also the subconscious consciousness, and into the ego. And we manifest the ego. And living from divine design, then we have aligned all our aspect of the consciousness, the soul, the ego, and the supreme. So it is so, I want for everyone to come to this state, because then you live with laughter, you live with fun, you know that you know who you are, and you know your purpose in life, you know you are interacting with everything, Mother Earth, animals, universe, and also every word I say is limiting. we try to understand through words, but we need an experience. So even though I'm talking to you about this divine design, it is an experience. And if you have had an epiphany or epiphany and aha, it opens you. Then you go, you know you are on the right path in alignment with your divine design. And I don't know if you have heard about Saima. She is a kind of a guru, and she was raised from her parents and in her childhood according to her divine design. And like the Ubuntu philosophy, if we can start to do this with our children, then we really will create peace on earth. Because aligning to our divine design, we know our interconnectedness, that we are intertwined with everything. All of us are kind of this concept of I am. I can be whatever I want. I can be a person, I can be an animal. And when I say that, I can shapeshift into the consciousness of manifesting the reality I want. But the divine design also have gifts. And we want to find our gift and talents, because we see now in this period that we create a lot of illness, a lot of sickness. And when we create this, it is because we define it. We live from our ego personality. And the ego personality want to evolve. It want to connect with the soul consciousness and the supreme consciousness. So that we see that there are so many possibilities, and we can choose the path when we expand as a being. And the soul consciousness is our divinity. It is our divine matrix, God, source creation. So it is the bigness of us that flows freely. We don't have any special method or paradigm we want to put it in, because we are above all labels, above all diagnosis. We are above anything, and it is a super flow. And living in superflow, I so much want it for you, because then we are creating heaven on earth. So you can start with aligning to you, divine design, and follow your senses. Not follow your mental construct and the society construct. If you started to follow your senses and be guided from your senses, and even though this will be out of your comfort zone, it feels like, oh, I don't want to do this, this is painful. When you meet pain, it is so that you can go through it and release it. So you balance out all the triggers you have, all the trauma, because all of us have kind of a structure in our matrix, our ego matrix. And we want to go beyond that. So even though if you follow the divine design, don't think, okay, this is hurtful, I don't want to follow it. So you have to be courageous. You have to be brave, and you will get a big reward, because you will live a free life with abundance of everything. You love all your life. You just wake up and think, wow, another day in this beautiful, fantastic earth, creating new realities. Because then you know who you are, and you know what you want to do. You know your purpose, your soul purpose. So I encourage you to find your divine design. This was really what I was seeking for. I was homesick for a lot of years, and I said, I want to go home. I said it to the universe, I said it to God, I said it to everyone. I want to go home. But I didn't actually understand what did I mean with going home. I know it was out of this body, because I felt very restricted from this body, this avatar. But now I am home in this body. I'm living my divine design in this body. Because when we talk about transformational or transcendental, to go beyond, we go beyond with our body, not without our body. Because if we go beyond without our body, we are dead. So we want to transcend and bring our avatar and our body with us. So living with the divine design, co-creating with everyone, making heaven on earth, like a Ubuntu philosophy. Just like Dalai Lama had said, a lot of spiritual teacher has said that We will create heaven on earth if we just are aligned to our divine essence. So I hope that you find your, because this is really, when we see behind all our desires, we want to be this, we want to be famous, we want to have a lot of money, want a lot of things we want. But if we go back that, we actually want to connect and align with our divine design, because then we have everything. We don't need external sources or external circumstances that says that we are fulfilled. We are fulfilled from our inside, and then we will mirror it out and emanate this bigness and greatness and godness of us, because all of us have the God source within. We are God creators, and aligning with our divine design, you really operate as a God source creator. Yes. I wish you the best day ever. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.